Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
Someone who takes more time than necessary. Someone who lags behind. A wheeled vehicle that can be pulled by a car or truck and is equipped for occupancy. An advertisement consisting of short scenes from a motion picture that will appear in the near future. A large transport conveyance designed to be pulled by a truck or tractor. Someone who takes more time than necessary. Someone who lags behind. Someone who takes more time than necessary. Someone who lags behind. A pipe of the bagpipe that is tuned to produce a single continuous tone. Talk in a monotonous voice. An aircraft without a pilot that is operated by remote control. An unchanging intonation. Make a monotonous low dull sound. Stingless male bee in a colony of social bees, especially honeybees, whose sole function is to mate with the queen. Someone who takes more time than necessary. Someone who lags behind. Wasting time. Someone who takes more time than necessary. Someone who lags behind. Hit hard with the hand, fist, or some heavy instrument. Someone who takes more time than necessary. Someone who lags behind. Tall, coarse perennial American herb having small white flowers followed by blackish-red berries on long drooping racemes. Young fleshy stems are edible. Berries and root are poisonous. A bag made of paper or plastic for holding customers' purchases. Boxing. A blow with the fist. Poke or thrust abruptly. Search or inquire in a meddlesome way. A sharp hand gesture, resembling a blow. Make a hole by poking. Stir by poking. Poke the embers in the fireplace. A wheeled vehicle that can be pulled by a car or truck and is equipped for occupancy. An advertisement consisting of short scenes from a motion picture that will appear in the near future. A screening for a select audience in advance of release for the general public. Watch a movie or play before it is released to the general public. An advertisement consisting of short scenes from a motion picture that will appear in the near future. Ask for and get free. Be a parasite. Person who does no work. A lazy bum. Be lazy or idle. Her son is just bumming around all day. A person who is deemed to be despicable or contemptible. Throw the bum out. A vagrant. He tried to help the really down and out bums. The fleshy part of the human body that you sit on. Of very poor quality, flimsy. Person who does no work. A low leather step-in shoe. The top resembles a moccasin but it has a broad flat heel. Person who does no work. Person who does no work. Person who does no work. Characterized by inability or unwillingness to work toward a goal or assume responsibility. A do-nothing government. A vehicle that moves on wheels and usually has a container for transporting things or people. The oldest known wheeled vehicles were found in Sumer and Syria and date from around 3500 BC. The business of drawing public attention to goods and services. A public promotion of some product or service. A public promotion of some product or service. In the Christian era, used before dates after the supposed year Christ was born. A public promotion of some product or service. Make a more or less disguised reference to. Give heed to. Make reference to. A public promotion of some product or service. A public promotion of some product or service. A public promotion of some product or service. The act of moving something from one location to another. Hold spellbound. A mechanism that transports magnetic tape across the read, write heads of a tape playback recorder. Something that serves as a means of transportation. A state of being carried away by overwhelming emotion. Move while supporting, either in a vehicle or in one's hands or on one's body. The commercial enterprise of moving goods and materials. Transport commercially. Send from one person or place to another. An exchange of molecules, and their kinetic energy and momentum, across the boundary between adjacent layers of a fluid or across cell membranes. Move something or somebody around, usually over long distances. The act of moving something from one location to another. Act of transferring property title from one person to another. The transmission of information. Something that serves as a means of transportation. Document effecting a property transfer. Someone who moves slowly. In England they call a slowpoke a slowcoach. Someone who moves slowly. In England they call a slowpoke a slowcoach. Someone who moves slowly. Used pejoratively, out of fashion, old-fashioned. Someone who strays or falls behind. Someone who strays or falls behind. Someone who moves slowly. Someone who works slowly and monotonously for long hours. Someone who walks in a laborious heavy-footed manner. A person who putters about. Someone who lingers aimlessly in or about a place.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.